Hello and welcome to Canutillo Convos, the official Canutillo ISD podcast. And we're here today with our fearless leader, our superintendent, Dr. Galaviz.
We're all fearless.
Yeah.
We're all fearless here.
And then we have special guest and Canutillo legend over here, Dr. Reyes.
Dog owner.
Former dog owner.
Former dog owner, yes.
Mastiffs.
And
Yes.
Dr. Reyes is the Executive Director of Student Services for Canutillo ISD
Yeah.
and former principal and longtime educator here in Canutillo.
Yes. 27 years.
27 years, wow.
All in Canutillo?
27 years of administration, all in Canutillo.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
That's crazy.
Well, and
Committed.
Yes, definitely.
Committed.
Definitely. We're just back from Thanksgiving break, and that means that we're officially kicking off the holiday season. We had we had Santa at Canutillo Elementary School today, and they had a fire drill. So Santa was on there in fire drill today. So it made for a cute picture. But of course, we're going to see our campuses start celebrating the holidays, start celebrating, this festive season. But Dr. Reyes, we brought you with us today because this is definitely a happy season for the vast majority of our families, but some families obviously tend to struggle, and this is the season where we step it up as a community to help all of us.
Absolutely.
And Canutillo has a long tradition of helping its community and making sure that no one goes without during this season.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think for me, Dr. Ray, is the holidays bring up the loss of my parents, right? The loss of my sister. And so what are some resources, right? Because you were trying to be jolly. Ho, ho, ho. Ross, was it Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer was on last night, and I had some cocoa, and sugar-free cocoa. Sugar-free, you can make it. But what are some resources that we have for families? Because sometimes it is stressful. You got to buy, gifts, and you still got to pay for gas, still got to pay for this, and brings up, memories because I don't have my mom and the tamales, but what do we have for people that
We have an entire team here in Canutillo, very special people, student support services. That includes our counselors, it includes our social workers, it includes our case managers, and they have a wide range of resources available. Starting there at the Lone Star building, we have the Canutillo Northwest Clinic that we partner with Project Vida. They are now open Monday through Friday.
are they really?
Yes, they are, sir.
Oh, great.
They are.
That's awesome.
So they are bringing in and have available a healthcare provider. So if there's any families out there that don't have the means and they need that support for a COVID vaccination shot, flu shot, and then just to be seen by a medical provider, our clinic is right here in the hub of Canutillo on 5th Street.
Will they be open during the 2 weeks when we're off?
Yes, they are
Wow.
open
We
Monday
need
through
We
Friday.
need to
Yeah.
promote that because
Yes,
that's right downtown
Yes.
Canutillo.
exactly,
And,
exactly.
Because we get sick and school's not open, counselor's not there,
That's right.
nurse isn't there, and then that way people have kind of your own little clinic or our clinic to help them.
Right, and Project Vida is infamous for all of their services, both medical and mental health. They have those resources, so if you even want to go in during the vacation time, where our district sadly is closed, that clinic is there and they will point you in the right direction.
And I don't know, is there a sign that's going to say open? Like, can we make a sign just to say
Sure.
open for services?
Sure. I mean,
Sometimes-
we'll work with them to make sure that the community understands that it's open, that they know that they're open as well.
Yeah, because sometimes you think the district's closed, no one's closed, you
yeah,
don't see
especially during the
cars.
holidays, they might
Right.
see some increase in.
Right.
Yeah.
And as you were talking, Dr. Galaviz, about family, the loss of family members during the holiday season, it can be tough and rough. And so the good thing is that they also have licensed professional counselors that are phone calls away. They can certainly contact us prior to December 16th, which is our last day before we
Right.
go on Christmas break. They're at Student Support Services at 877-7650. We will put them in touch with
Where?
other
What's the
resources.
number?
The number's 915-877-7650. That's Student Support Services main line, and they will put you in touch with either a social worker, case manager, counselor, parent liaison, anybody in my staff that will help support you with any types of resources you need, from food distribution to Project Bravo and helping with utilities, to, of course, helping you with anything that has to do with mental health, and medical providers. We've got a wide range of resources even within Student Support Services.
Speaking of medical, it just seems like the whole city's sick. COVID, flu.
It's a trifecta.
Yeah,
That's what we have right now.
What else?
It's COVID, it's the flu, and it's respiratory.
Yeah, just like the whole city. I remember I was talking to a guy that works CBP and downtown, and he's like the whole is dealing with that. And, our kids, our parents, and so.
And usually the hospital beds for children, they are filling up during this season due to the respiratory.
Yeah, it's something's going around, right? Definitely.
Correct.
Kids are getting sick, adults are getting sick, so we need to make sure that people understand what the resources are for them.
We do have that on the website.
Right.
So if you go on the main page of our website, under the health information, there is actually some one-pagers on the monkeypox, one-pager on the respiratory, the RSV, one-pager on the flu. So any information they want to know, we can put them in touch with that.
And the district's taking the lead in making sure that public health is a priority. We are one of the few school districts in the state to actually have a medical doctor on staff helping us.
She has that healthy hub.
The Health Hub.
The health hub. The
Yes.
health hub.
Yeah.
Every
Yes.
week
And
she-
With webinars.
We have webinars, and of course she's Dr. Fuentes is always providing us with useful information regarding the state of health here in the school district, and obviously COVID raised our red flags, right, and our alerts, and I think we're continuing, even though our guard is a little bit down because things began to open up again, and it's become less of a concern, but we know that that's still a priority for us, that health is a priority. We want to make sure kids are in our classrooms learning, and if they're sick they can learn, so that's our big priority over here. But
Right.
obviously, moving on to a little bit happier themes here, we have a couple of special events coming up that your office, Dr. Reyes, is helping us spearhead here.
Correct.
One this Friday, which is the
Coats for Kids. Mm-hmm.
Tell us a little bit more about that.
So this is our 6th annual Coats for Kids. It's in partnership with the Knights of Columbus. They provide coats for students that are displaced from their homes, our McKinney-Vento students. We've done it in different areas, everywhere from the rec center at the Lone Star building to the outlet mall, our outlet shops. And this year, we're going to have it at Fort Bliss. We've even had it last year at Charlie Clark, Nissan.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, remember that?
Yeah,
so
that one
we're
guy
going to
was
be
dancing.
heading, exactly, Bobby the dancer.
Bobby the
Oh yeah, I saw him the other day.
Yes, Bobby the dancer. So we'll have Fort Bliss. We're going to be, they are going to have some amazing events. It's going to be housed at the theater right there at the end of Freedom Crossings in Fort Bliss. We have one of our very own parents who is the garrison, Sergeant Major Gonzalez. So kudos and shout out to him because he's going to ensure we have soldiers and we have military vehicles that the kids are going to be able to interact and be exposed with the atmosphere of Fort Bliss.
You're going to have Sergeant Major the dancer? Is that going to be his challenge?
Hey, you can. I have his number. We'll call him and see if he's willing to do that.
You said UTEP the other day. That's where I saw him.
Really?
The UTEP basketball game.
Yeah. So we'll be giving out over 200 jackets, 200 coats, stuffed animals. They're going to get food provided by trucks there and restaurants within the Freedom Crossing. So shout out to Fort Bliss on that and partnering with us on that. Charlie Clark also stepped it up and said, we'll help you with coats and stuffed animals. So the kids are going to have a great time Friday. We're really excited because I think the most important thing is to start building those relationships with role models. And what better role model than a Fort Bliss soldier?
Yeah, military.
Mm-hmm.
Great. And of course, we're we've had a tradition here in Canutillo of adopting families that may be in need, and we've started doing the work to make sure that these families get their holiday wishes fulfilled, and that is a testament to the level of commitment that our staff here in Canutillo has towards our families.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's who you are. That's who we are. As Canutillo is giving back. You give back, and from the coats for kids to when we adopt the families, it's just a wonderful experience. And that's what, Christmas or holidays are not about, again, forgive me, the going to buy. It's about give. And the more if you have it, give it. And that's what the holidays are about, is to help people in need and be humble about it. Because, one day we may be there, I might be there. And to remember that, you're on this planet once. And let's make it a beautiful world that we live in. So,
Pay it forward.
Pay it forward, definitely.
This morning we have, today we have our principals, our fearless principals from our campuses in a leadership meeting, and we started out with an activity that had to focus on gratitude, about being grateful for what we have in front of us, being grateful for the people that impact our lives. And that's one thing I can say about this district. We really try to pay it forward and to share our blessings with our school community. And the other beauty of it is that our community gives to our community. Yeah. So it's not just coming from employees. Gratitude is something that we all need to reflect and realize, that silver lining that we all have, and not what we wish we had. And so that's what we want for our children. Our children they need to experience that beautiful, beautiful blessing of being a child.
And I was reading an article over the holidays, and we were talking about, ¿cómo se llama? Yeah, their children and who we serve, but each other. Mm-hmm. Gratitude with each other. Gratitude for Ms. Laura being here every time we do a podcast, and gratitude for Dr. Reyes and all the services you provide and the programs of the health, social, emotional, and the giving, and gratitude to Gustavo so it's gratitude also how we treat each other and be grateful for each other in the work that we do. So I'm grateful for you all.
Thank you. Grateful to be part of this team as well.
Mm-hmm. And I'm grateful to you, Dr. Galaviz, for being a leader to allow us to lead our departments, our initiatives, so that we can expand and do what we do best. That's important. We advocate for the programs and the kids in the community, and you allow us to do that with the trust and the respect of our experiences, our knowledge. So that's to be grateful for too, because I'm able to do what I do because you allow me to do it for our community. And so it's, I
think if I didn't allow you to do it, you would have those two big mastiffs.
I would. I'd be dropping them off at your ranch.
Well, before we leave, I want to make sure that the community once again hears that phone number they can call if they have any concerns, any need for help during not just this time but anytime. what's that phone number they can call?
Yes, so that is our Student Support Services Department, and we are located at 7000 5th Street. So we're in the hub of Canutillo. It is the old Alamo and old Canutillo Elementary. That number is 915-877-7650.
7650-877-7650. Is there a way we can Instagram that? Because we were talking about Instagram this morning.
Yeah, we can. Definitely, we can social media this information, and we'll work with Dr. Reyes every time she has a program. She's very good about letting us know so we can share it. So we'll do that as well, and we will share it on all our social media.
And if anybody needs any assistance, we know that it's difficult because we feed these kids and your kids every day, at least twice a day. And I know that it can be difficult during the break when they're out 2 weeks and they can eat you out of house and home. Yeah. We have family distributions of food at campuses right now. So please tune into the website. We have those posted. So that you know where that food distribution is at our campuses. They're held on Thursdays, and we rotate them so that the community is able to go. So, and that's in partnership with the El Pasoans Fighting Hunger.
Right, so. Right. So there's always a little bit of help for everyone that needs it over here, and that's part of what we do, right? Yeah. Being a school district is more than just reading, writing, and arithmetic in a classroom.
Can we talk about the World Cup? Because the United States did win.
Yes.
USA did win yesterday.
Yes, but I'm still heartbroken because my other team is out. But we wish the U.S. good luck as they take on
the Netherlands.
The Netherlands. Oh, maybe they can avenge. Yes, they can avenge CONCACAF. From the Brazil World Cup and get through to the quarterfinals over here.
It's all about supporting your community, supporting the teams,
supporting your country.
So let's do it. Well, again, Dr. Reyes, thanks for joining us. Dr. Galaviz, thank you so much.
Happy holidays, everyone.
Happy holidays, and we will see you guys next week.
Hey, was it Thor and who?
Thor and Oreo.
Thor and Oreo, if you're listening. At the ranch.
At the ranch.
Thank you all.
All right.
See you next week.
Take care.